everyone, happy Monday. This is Sandy Reese with StampItCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to another video tutorial. Today we are doing our last card featuring the the Sale-a-bration stamp set. This can be yours for free with just a $50 order in products. If you use the host code posted below in the description and spend at least $50, you could get this free or choose from one of our other great items out of our January-February Sale-a-bration catalog. And I will also send you a pack of genial gems in the mail if you spend at least $50. So you have until the end of February to do that. Today I'm also pairing that stamp set with the Abstract Beauties Specialty Designer Series paper. These are all 4x6 with gold foiling on one side and fun patterns on the other. Okay, so let's get started on today's project. I wanted to do something a little different, so we're doing a 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 card. So I just cut this at 8 1/2 by 4 1/4, and this is Blushing Bride. All right, and we're just going to do a fun little square card. So you can have it open from the side or from the bottom. I'm going to do mine from the bottom today. Then I cut a piece of basic black, and this is 4x4. So we're going to do a little mat. And then we're going to use this gorgeous foil pattern from that paper pack, and it's 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. I haven't talked to anybody yet this morning, so my voice is not ready. So just to have a thin black mat around there. Now when I cut this, the reverse side of this is this black stripe, and you're left over with a 2 1/8 inch piece. So I'm going to flip this over, and then I just cut a 1 inch strip, so almost in half. Cut a 1 inch strip, and I'm just going to glue this right across the center like that. So let's get this all put down, and then we'll get started with our fun card. Okay, I'm going to put this one down first. All right, I'll put this down next. Okay, try to get that fairly even all the way around, and this strip right in the center. It's so cute already. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so next I've cut a little stitch rectangle from our stitch rectangle dies in basic white. And then I cut a little piece of black to go right behind it. So I'll put measurements for these on my blog, so the link is below. But before we do any gluing, I'm going to stamp this fun little sports car. Let's see if we can get his wheels straight on my block. I'll use some Memento ink. I'm going to stamp one down here, make sure it's looking pretty straight. Pretty straight. All right, I'm going to stamp it up near the top, trying to make sure it's centered. Near the top of our rectangle, because I'm going to stamp You've Got Style below it. So let me make sure I've got that straight. Hopefully. Pretty close. All right. Now we're going to do a little fun paper piecing. So what I've got is a little bit of Blushing Bride. This is left over after I cut a couple cards. So I'm going to take, you could take Memento or Stays On. So I'm just going to stamp one of those there. And then I have a bit of gold foil. Now with the gold foil, you need to use your Stays On ink. This Memento could smear a little bit more, and I don't want to take a chance with smearing. Let's see. All right, here's a tip, although mine's not working. On the Stays On, you have this plastic cover that comes on it. I usually put some glue dots right here so that it sticks to the top, and I put one on here, but I might need to layer another one. But hopefully, usually with that There it goes. So the glue dot sticks the lid to this. It will close it, but then you don't have to try to remove two things when you're opening it. All right, let's clean that off. And we're going to use a little bit of StazOn to stamp the car again on the gold foil. Well, I think I can fit it on here. You want to be careful not to smear it. You just want to go straight up and down. All right, just like that. And we're going to let that dry for a minute. That's kind of light. I might need to re-ink that StazOn. Okay, but we're going to let that dry for a second before we try to cut it. And then what I'm going to do is on this car, I'm going to cut out everything except the tires and the windshield. So I've already done that just to save a little time. Kathleen says she likes me to fussy cut, but you know, it's kind of boring. So I've cut off the body of the car. So no windshield and no tires. And then I can glue this right to the car. But first I want to color, I'm going to use a little bit of light gray, light smoky slate, and color my chrome. We'll do this side of my headlights too, and then the back bumper. So I colored that, and we'll go ahead and color the tires too. So I'm just doing, maybe go over the rims twice. So they're just slightly darker gray. And then we'll use a light basic black for the tire. I didn't worry too much about going out of the lines because this will cover anything. I do have to watch this one though. Okay, and I'm not worrying about going up into the car because that's going to be covered by our pink. All right, not the best coloring on the tire, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to grab a little Tombow because I want this to be glued flat, and you don't want glue sliding out from under there, so just use a small amount of glue. All right, we're going to glue this right on the lines. So I didn't cut around the lines, I cut right on the lines, and they're thick enough that you can cut and leave most of that black line on there. I mean, that is cool just how it is. However, now I'm going to cut out just the bottom part of the car in gold from here, but I did cut it out so that just to save some time. It's very thin. Where did it go? It's on the floor. Here we go. All right. So I just did a little fussy cutting for the bottom of the car just to make it shiny like the paper. This is pretty thin, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue right there. And I cut the bumpers out and the wheels out so they would stay kind of that gray. Just like that. Isn't that cute? So you've got style. Okay, let's adhere this to the black. And we're just going to pop this up with a couple of dimensionals. Let me just do 3 there. I think 3 will be plenty. Oh my gosh, so cute. That's all I'm gonna do. Now, if you want to add some gold metallic pearls or something else, you are welcome to, but I think it's just gorgeous just how it is. Now this image has balloons on it, so if you can look at this, the balloons are not attached to the car, but they're real close. So I actually cut my balloons out. It took me a minute because I, wanted to make sure I didn't cut off the balloons or damage my car. But This way I can use them separately. So if you want to do this as a birthday card, you could, you know, stamp those little balloons in there, or you could just, it went on just like this. You can just stick those right on the block and stamp the whole thing, just like it has. Well, I trim off that piece that's popping up. Let's fix it. I'll just stick it back in, just like that. And no one will ever know you cut those stamps off. And then you made 2 instead of 1. All right, I hope you enjoyed that today. Make sure to click subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I will see you back here next Thursday. All right, thanks everybody. Bye-bye.